Hello, everybody. My name's Jess, and I'm here today with a Vinyasa flow practice that will be a full and complete practice, but will really focus on creating a sense of ease in the body through opening the side bodies, the shoulders, and also helping you cultivate a sense of focus and presence. So let's get started. Come to Balasana, child's pose. Bring your knees wide on the mat, your toes together to touch. Then walk your hands forward, sinking your hips back. And take a moment to settle into your foundation. Feel where your body touches the ground. Take a few rich inhales and full exhales. Take note of your internal world today. How you feeling? Then slowly start to inch your fingers towards each other until your biceps touch the sides of your head. Then bring your palms together to touch in front of you. And bend your elbows, bringing your thumbs towards your shoulder blades, starting right away to open up through the triceps and through the lats. Take a couple big breaths here, pressing your fingertips together. Maybe your palms even separate a bit as you create some strength between your hands. Now slowly lower your pinkies back down to the mat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press up into tabletop. Bring your knees a little bit closer together, right about underneath your hips. Then take your right hand off the mat over to the right. Bring your left hand on top of your right hand and sink your hips back towards your heels, stretching through your left side body. Let your forehead settle. Maybe it touches the ground, maybe it doesn't, but either way, anchor down through your left fingertips and nudge your left hip back in space. Now, focus is not something that we arrive at. It's this constant process of being aware of where our eyes are, the quality of our breath, where our attention is. Slowly inhale, back up to tabletop, hands through center, left hand off the mat over to the left. Fingers of your right hand come onto the ground. Each fingertip has its own space on the ground, and then send your hips back towards your heels here. Pressing down through that right hand, anchoring your right hip back. So, as we practice today, I'm going to keep calling your attention back to wherever your focus is. And through that process, just like how we go to the gym and get one rep, then another, and we strengthen our bodies, through that process of noticing our attention, we strengthen our focus. Now, inhale back to center. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to do a little wrist warm up since we'll be on our hands later in practice. Start off first by pressing your fingers down and just lift the heel of your hand. So your thumbs, your fingers are all still pressing down right underneath your shoulders. Then lower the heel of the hand back down. Good. Move through that several times. Lifting the heel of your hand, then lowering it down. You might start to feel some heat building in your wrist. That's great. Maybe your forearms. I'm going to do a couple more of these. Now we're going to flip our fingertips to face each other and just rock to side a couple of times. Maintain a steady, consistent quality of your breath. Then we're going to flip our fingertips to face our knees, facing all the way back. Make a few circles. This might be really intense if you're a climber or if you sit at a desk all day and type. So be really gentle. Let this whole practice be something that supports you. You're safe in your own home. There's no one to impress, so let this be yours. Good. Now we'll face our fingers to the front of the mat once again, wide as our shoulders. Turn the elbow pits forward, then curl your toes under. Hover your knees 1 inch off the mat, starting to fire up the center. Now, isometrically pull your hands and feet towards each other. Dome the upper back up and feel your low belly pull up and in. Starting to get in touch with those areas of our body that are going to support us as we move through our poses. Take one more breath in. Now listen, as you exhale, send your tailbone back and then up, thinking of this down dog that we're moving into as a lengthening of the spine more than the legs. Okay, so today I really want you to think of down dog as creating traction for your spine. And once you arrive, you can feel free to pedal out those feet, adjust your stance of your hands as it feels good. I walked my hands forward a little bit. That helped create more space in my back. Then find a moment of stillness. Rotate your elbows forward. Press into the index finger and thumb, gripping the ground with the rest of the fingertips. Triceps rotate towards each other. Lift the forearms. Good. Now take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle for a twist. Press up and out of your left shoulder. Nudge your left hip up and back. And find steadiness to your breath. Notice your focus. Should feel a big stretch in that outer left leg, probably the calf especially. Now we'll switch sides. Right hand comes back to the mat. Left hand grabs the outside of the right ankle. Letting the chest turn to face underneath that right shoulder. Just finding a drishti, a point to gaze at. Returning to down dog. Inhale your right toes high. Exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow across your body. Squeeze your heel up towards your thigh. Press up through your shoulders. Inhale your right toes back high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Keep your hips pointing straight down. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Then step through low lunge. Take a wide pyramid pose. Straighten your right leg. Gaze at your back foot. Draw your right hip back. Inhale, bend your right knee. And exhale, straighten your right knee. Move through that range of motion a couple of times, starting to tease any energy out of your hamstrings, opening them up. And on your next inhale, drop your back knee down, flip to the top of your back foot. Bring your arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Press your right foot down. Your left foot grounds behind you, shoulders over your hips. Now bend your left elbow, bring it to the center of your upper back, and grab your elbow with your right hand. Keeping your strong foundation, start to lean gently towards the right, opening up the shoulder, the tricep. Inhale, find length. And exhale, press your tailbone straight down. Good. On your next inhale, release your arms overhead. Curl your back toes under and rise into crescent lunge. Strong back leg. Rotate your pinkies forward, drop your shoulders. Bring your palms together to touch, just like in child's pose. Bend your elbows, draw your thumbs towards your spine. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands to the mat, right foot steps back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands down by your hips, thumbs point down, locust pose, Shalabhasana. Finding steadiness in your breath, reach your chest forward, point your toes. See if you can use everything here, overusing nothing. One more inhale. Exhale, hands under your shoulders. Press up through tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left toes high. Keeping both hips pointing straight down. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Hug your heel in. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Then step forward, low lunge. Straighten your left leg, wide pyramid. Look at your back foot. Then inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten it. Moving through that range of motion. Noticing if you can keep your right hip slightly forward. So try and square your hips a little bit to the front of the mat. Couple more. Then drop your back knee to the mat, flip to the top of your back foot, Anjaneyasana, reach your arms high. Press your tailbone straight down. Feel the center of your body being your link between your arms and your legs here. So your rib cage knits in, your side bodies are really long. Bend your right elbow. Touch the center of your upper back, your neck maybe, and then grab your elbow with your left hand and start to lean left, continuing to press firmly down with that left leg, keeping that strong center. Good. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Bring your arms overhead, back toes curl under, crescent lunge. Lift your back knee. Now really lift up on that back kneecap. Activate your back leg. Bend slightly more into your front knee, then bring your palms together to touch overhead and bend your elbows so your thumbs come towards your spine. Inhale, elbows squeeze a little closer to center. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Slide your hands forward so that your elbows come directly under your shoulders, not wide, but right underneath. Curl your toes under. Exhale, plank pose. Roll up onto your forearms. Charge your heels forward. Your heart goes towards the front of your mat. Using everything here again, lifting up on your kneecaps, pulling your elbows towards each other. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Hands underneath your shoulders, then press back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet so they're a little wider than your hips. Bring your fingertips to the mat just in front of your face. Then inhale, lengthen your spine. And if you need to bend your knees to get those fingertips on the mat, that's totally fine. Do that. Now, inhale your right arm high, big twist. And then straighten your right leg as much as you can. We're looking for a big opening through the outside of that right leg. Inhale, feel your spine lengthen. And exhale, twist from your belly. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm high. Bending that right knee a lot. Straighten your left leg. Press into your left heel. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And exhale, release it down, fold. Toe heel your feet back underneath your hips. We'll take a moment in ragdoll. So lift your hips up nice and high. Let your head and neck go. Take an arm variation that feels supportive. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Now release your hands. We're going to begin to flow, starting to build some steady, continuous breath. That is the hallmark of our vinyasa practice. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your heels into the mat, your hands into your shins or your thighs. And exhale, fold, release. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana, rise strong. And exhale, bring your hands in front of you. Now interlace your fingers, creating a little basket. Your thumbs point forward. Flip your palms to face down, then inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, lean slightly right, press into your left heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean slightly left, press into your right foot. Inhale up to center, and exhale, forward fold. Release your hands, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands on the mat, step it back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way, belly to the mat. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra pose. Squeeze your elbows behind you, lengthen your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, press up and back. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot forward softly. Inhale, crescent lunge. We've been here before. Press your palms together. Exhale, thumbs touch your spine, bend your elbows. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step with control to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fill your lungs completely. Exhale, forward fold. Let everything go. Find your focus. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, create a basket with your hands right in front of you. Flip your palms down. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, lean right. Press down with your left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean left. Pull on your right hand with your left fingertips. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Big open arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps back, back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, grab your forearms behind you, open your chest. Inhale, arm bones back in space. Exhale, ground down through your feet. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms back high. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the mat, step back. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, left toes reach high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, fingertips to the sky, strong legs, palms touch. As you exhale, bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, press your heels away from each other. Exhale, fold, release it all. Inhale, upward salute, rise strong. Exhale, fingers interlace, create a basket in front of you. Flip your palms to face down. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, lean right, press your arm bones back in space. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean left. Keep lifting as you lean. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Open your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back, back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach your arms high. Exhale, grab your forearms behind your back, open your chest. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, ground your shoulder blades. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hands to the mat, step back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Keep your elbow tips up. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Moving on, inhale, reach your right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior two. I'm going to turn to face you for a second. Draw your shoulder blades down your spine. Lift up on your inner arches. Now reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right arm down and your left arm straight up to the ceiling for this variation. Rotate your chest open and create length through your right side body. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, rise strong. And this time, exhale, palms right through heart center, fold it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink into your left knee. Inhale into your whole torso. Exhale, down through your feet. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring that left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm high. Now stay grounded through your back foot even though your chest is leaning forward. How much space can you create between your left hip and your left ear? Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand slides down your right leg. Left hand reaches up and back. Stay strong through your left knee. Exhale, forward fold. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Melt your chest. Inhale, upward salute. Reach strong high. Exhale, palms through heart center. Lift your hips up and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Shoulder blades down, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press through tabletop and lift your hips. Big breath in. Big breath out. For this next round, focus your energy on maintaining one breath to one motion. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, palms through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands and step back. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps forward. Back heel grounds down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward, then down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach just as much up as you do back. Exhale, forward fold. Move gracefully. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, empty completely. Inhale, upward salute, rise strong, fingertips high. Exhale, forward fold, palms through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, flip to the tops of your feet, pull your arms back. Exhale, down dog, lift from your center. Inhale and exhale. All right, one more time through, adding on. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. And exhale, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Look down at your right foot. Ground your fingertips just up and outside of your right foot and inch your back foot forward. Once you feel centered over that right foot, let your left leg float. Then turn your chest towards the left. Activate your back leg, flex your foot. Feel everything working here and find your focus. Steady your gaze. Inhale and exhale. Now, keeping your weight centered forward, start to bend your knee, lower your back leg down with control, and return to warrior two. Nice work. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Now listen, step your right foot back, Vashisthasana, side plank. Keep your hips high, press your hips forward. Look down at your right hand. Make sure you're gripping with all 5 of your fingers and rotate your inner elbow to face your thumb. Now slowly lift your left leg and find tree pose, either bringing your foot to your calf or up into your thigh, just not on your knee. We're here for 3. Plank pose in 2. And 1. Slowly lower plank pose. Good work. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose. Press your feet down, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your hips up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, let it all go. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Open your chest. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand reaches up and back. Exhale, half moon. Shift your weight forward. Look down just in front of your left foot and then lift your back leg. So we're not launching here, we're lifting. Find your breath. Remember that your eyes will be a mirror of your mind. Steady them on a drishti. Turn to your breath for support. One more inhale. Exhale, start to bend your left knee. We're moving with control. Then with your weight still forward, ground your right heel. Find warrior two. Good job. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, left hand to the mat, extended side angle. Then find side plank. Step your left foot back. First, find your foundation. Ground the outer edge of your left heel. And if you need to bring that left down, please feel free. Now, bend that right leg. Bring your foot to the calf. maybe the thigh. Keep the hips high for 3. Plank pose in 2. And 1 plank pose. Good job. Inhale. Exhale. Lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Elbows back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple more standing poses. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Don't worry, we won't be here for long. Exhale, sink your weight into your heels. Good. Inhale, lengthen your tailbone. And exhale, airplane arms. Now we're going to do a little bit of standing hip opening. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. And cross your left ankle over your right knee. Palms to heart center. Sink down into figure 4 chair. Breathe here for a moment. Ride the waves that are balance. There's a lot of parallels between balance and focus. It's not a destination. It's being in the flow. Now slowly bring your chest closer towards your knee. And then eventually let your fingertips come down. And let your head and neck go. Let this now turn from a balance to a hip opener. So nudge your left hip back in space. Flex your your left heel. Let your head and neck relax. Put some space between your teeth. Now, option here to try a bind, taking your right hand, wrapping your tricep underneath your left foot, and then bringing the back of your hand to your low back. This is already a really good bind. You probably feel a big opening through your outer left hip. If you want to take the challenge further, you can bring your left hand back up behind you and catch fingers. Watch how your foot rocks to navigate the balance. So smart. And slowly release. Left hand comes down and right hand to meet. Slowly rise back up to figure 4 chair. Then one-legged mountain. Inhale here. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Hey, left leg needs a little wake up. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Exhale, figure 4 chair, cross your ankle over your left knee. Find your balance here. Find your breath. Practice focus, remembering this is temporary, so be in it. You have a lot to learn. Melt your chest forward. Bring your hands to the mat. And take a moment of release. Maybe you bring your drishti to the back of your mat, letting your head and neck relax. Now you can absolutely stay right here, but if you want to try that bind, wrap your left tricep underneath your right foot, hand to the low back, then slowly bring your right hand up and catch your fingers. See if you can stay relaxed through your neck, through your shoulders. Keep your breath steady. Then right hand comes back down with as much control as you can. Then inhale, figure 4 chair. Back up to one-legged mountain. And exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Then sink your hips low, low, low until you rock all the way back to boat pose. Lift your heels. Option to always bring those hands back behind you if your low back needs a little support. Lengthen up through your chest. Rock into a central point on your sitting bones. Rotate your pinkies in, strong through your arms. And see if maybe you can even straighten your legs just a little bit more. We're here for 3. Sukhasana, easy pose in 2. And 1. Cross your legs in front of you. Good job. Find a moment in a neutral spine here, lifting your chest, dropping your chin, dropping down into your breath, into your body. Now coming forward, hands to the mat, and then lowering all the way down onto your belly. Heels point open. Bring your palms to the ground in front of you, then rest the forehead on the back of your hands. Enjoy this moment of reprieve, this well-deserved rest. Now bend both your knees. Slowly reach your right hand back and catch the outside of your right ankle. And reach your left hand back and do the same with your left ankle. Guide your knees in towards center. Roll your shoulder blades back. Take a breath in. Exhale, upward facing bow. Dandasana. Draw your knees together. Press your heart forward. Lengthen the back of your neck. Sorry, this is an upward facing bow. This is just bow. Rock your way into the soft part of your belly. And see if you can reach your feet just a little bit higher, creating that strength through kicking into your hands. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release your knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to press right back to downward facing dog. Remember in the beginning of class how we said we're using down dog to neutralize our spine. So really do that here. Press into your hands, bend your knees a lot so that you can let that spine come all the way to neutral. Good. Now release down to your knees. Come to your sitting bones. I face you for this. And we're going to come to Janu Shirshasana, or forehead to knee pose. So bring your right leg out to the right and bring your left foot up into your inner right thigh. Lift your sitting bones so that you can turn your torso to face your right leg. Inhale, lift up really tall. And exhale, walk your hands forward. Try and keep your spine long as you fold down until eventually you hit a point, probably around not very far down if you're like me and are a little tighter today. And from that point, your spine can't bend forward, staying long. So just let your head and neck round forward. Feel the opening through the left side and find some steadiness. Now walk your hands back, lift your chest up back high. We're going to do the same pose but with a twist. Now bring your right hand to the ground in front of you, palm facing up. Slowly slide your hand down until it's by your right calf. Then reach your left arm up towards the left and then make a big arc towards your right foot. Hopefully, your right elbow can find some grounding, whether it's on your thigh or on the ground. And then really reach with that left hand. As you do, root your left hip down into the ground. Turn your chest to face the ceiling. Try and find as much length in those side bodies as you can. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now windmill your left hand back behind you. Come to stargazer pose. Lift your hips, reach your right hand up and back. Come up onto your left knee. And then exhale, lower your hips back down. Nice work. Switching sides. Extend your left leg out. Bring your right foot up to the center of your left thigh. Turn your sits bones, your chest towards your left foot. Sit up really tall. Then with that flat spine, pushing your tailbone back behind you, start to melt forward. When you hit the point where you can't keep melting with that straight spine, that's when you start to round down. Let gravity do some of the work here. Just breathe. See if you can use your breath to expand your body from the inside out, thinking of that as a part of your stretching. Now slowly press back up. We're going to do the twisting variation, and as we do, notice your focus. As the posture starts to get a little bit more intricate, see if you can keep your focus on softening where you feel any clenching, any seizing. And of course, always coming back out of the posture if you feel like it's not serving you. Bringing your palm to face the ceiling, back of the hand to the ground, slide your forearm alongside your left leg. Then reach your right arm up and over and towards your left toes, really grounding down through that right hip. Find any areas that you feel resistance. Breathe into them. Bring your focus there. Maybe you go a little further. Maybe you can even touch your hand to your toes. Now release your bind. Reach your right hand up and back. Place it on the mat behind you. Lift your hips. Reach your left arm up and back. Stargazer pose. Nice balance. Look to the ceiling. Press your left foot firmly down. And then release your hips. Good work. All right, now we've got our peak posture we've been building up to, Vishvamuttrasana. We're going to do a half variation because it's a really hard pose. And when it comes to doing half variations of these kinds of postures, it is the same effect as the full variation. So maybe in the future we'll work up to the full version. Just put a comment if you'd like to. Go ahead and bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot between your hands. Bring your right shin so that it's parallel to the short sides of your mat. Flip to the top of your right foot. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Then reach your right arm high, creating the space that we need to move into this pose. Press into your left heel like you're about to stand up onto that foot. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now take your right hand down and grab the outside pinky edge of your left foot. And then make sure that your left hand is underneath your shoulder and not too far forward. Slowly straighten your left foot forward. Then push your chest through your thigh and arm window. Keep pressing up and out of your left shoulder. Straighten your right arm as much as you can and breathe. Good. Now slowly lower both hands to the mat. Step your left knee back, tabletop, and we'll take a moment in down dog to reset. Bend those knees, reach the hips up and back. And now lower back down, tabletop. Bring your left foot or your right foot forward between your hands. Angle your left shin so that it's parallel to the short sides of your mat. Your right hand comes inside your right foot and your left arm reaches high. Turn your gaze up, create space in that right hip. Press your left foot firmly down. Now turn your chest back down. Make sure your right hand is right under your right shoulder. Left hand grabs the outside pinky edge of your right foot. Then slowly press your your right foot forward. Turn your chest in and breathe. Lifting up, staying steady in your gaze, steady in your breath. Then slowly release. Good work. Go ahead and come all the way to a seat. Take a moment to pause. Feel the resonance of those postures, the after effects. That is why we do these poses. It's not for accomplishing them, but it's for the residual effect that they leave in our bodies. Now uncross your legs, grab on behind your knees and roll all the way down onto your back. Bring both feet down to the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Then allowing your arms to stay relaxed at your sides, let your knees fall over towards the left. Then take your left hand, grab onto your right ankle, and then start to guide your right knee towards your left ankle. Think about rooting your right hip, even though it's hanging out in space, but bringing your attention there, because that's where we're feeling this big opening. Now coming out of the posture the same way we went in. And crossing your right leg all the way over your left, like you're sitting in a chair. Then just let your knees fall back over towards the left. Now, this is a similar looking twist, but with a very different intention. We're stretching the spine, we're twisting our organs, letting gravity do all the work here. Now unwind, come back up to center, uncross your right leg. Let your knees fall side to side a couple of times, neutralizing your low back. Then cross your left ankle over your right knee. Let your knees fall over towards the right. Then bring your right hand on top of your left ankle, pressing your left knee towards your right ankle. Keep your breath steady. Breathe into your entire torso. Bring your legs slowly back to center, arms by your sides. Cross your left knee all the way over your right knee like you're sitting in a chair. And shifting onto your right hip, let your knees fall back over towards the right. Let your left shoulder stay heavy. Draw your knees back to center. Uncross your left leg and find a legs up the wall pose. Reach your feet to the sky. Ground your sacrum. Rock side to side. Feel that massage on your low back. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to move into a deep bend of plow pose, support your low back with your hands. Lift your hips and then reach your feet behind you. Lengthen the back of your neck, straighten your knees. Support yourself, find steadiness in your breath. Then slowly lower to happy baby. Catching the inner or outer arches of your feet, rocking side to side. If there are any other postures you need right now to feel complete in your practice, please take them. Otherwise, draw knees to chest, Apanasana. Give yourself a big squeeze. Then exhale, final Shavasana. Let your arms and legs be heavy. Get any of the fidgets out. And I'm going to leave you here. So if you have 5-10 minutes, I highly encourage you to take it. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me. Again, my name is Jess. Have a wonderful day.